Magandang araw! April Marcas po, ang inyong pretty ate sa Edtech Unit. Alam ba ninyo na may webinar o online training session ng Edtech Unit tuwing Sabado? Ang araw na ito ay nakalaan para sa ating mga mahal na kaguruan upang turuan sila ng mga bagong kaalaman at kakayahan sa paggamit ng makabagong software at applications para sa pinaka-epektibong paraan at lubos mapagpusay ang kanilang paraan ng pagtuturo. This is also a refresher session for our beloved teachers to enhance their skills in technology. Every Saturday, we will conduct webinar sessions for teachers about the use, advantages, and relevance of different blended learning software applications. Ang webinar seryeng ito ay magsisimula ng alas 9 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali para sa morning session. Magsisimula naman ng alauna at magtatapos ng alas 4 ng hapon ang afternoon session. You can watch us in our DepEd Edtech Unit Facebook page, Educational Technology Unit YouTube channel, DepEd Tayo, and DepEd Philippines. Kita-kits tayo tuwing Sabado!
Magandang araw! Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hi there, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to another ETUlay session with Tutor T. This is our 8th week for the 4th quarter, and it's going to be one of the most exciting session we have because we don't have PowerPoint presentation today because I'm right here sa sarili ko pong paaralan sa Noveleta National High School. Good afternoon, Mansaoy Mamangko. Welcome sa pag-attend sa ating ETUlay session. At maraming salamat sa pag-tuning in. Exciting ito kasi I'm going to be discussing my thoughts about this upcoming vacation and at the same time, things that you need to do to be able to keep yourself on track when it comes to your progress pagdating sa iyong desire to be part of the BPO industry in the future. And at the same time, I'm pretty much sure that you already finish up your learning modules in your local schools, and this is going to be another supplemental element for your learning. At syempre, medyo i-review natin ang ating mga previous discussion and things that we learned in the past, things that we need to learn, things that you want to ask. If you have, I pretty much welcome all your questions. Hello po from Ma'am Christina or Ma'am Christina Agsunod. Welcome po. Thank you for tuning in. At saan school po kayo? Ayan. Sabi po sa akin saan school po sila para ma-acknowledge po natin where you po. Alright, so last week we talked about yung handling difficult customer, how to handle irate customer last week. Pinag-aralan natin paano yung empathy statement, gaano siya kaimportante. And for us to have a little bit of review, yung empathy, we all know what empathy means. It's our ability to see other people's perspective, to see things in their point of view, to put ourselves in their shoes. So kung frustrated sila, kung galit sila sa atin when they're calling our company or the client that we're representing, that means the product or service they receive has something wrong. Kaya sila tumatawag sa atin. O kaya they want to ask us something that they want to have as part of the service that we are providing to them. Ayan. So, Charlene Tuling Kalamayan, good afternoon. Watching from Pangyan, National High School, South Glen of Sarangani. Ayan. Congratulations sa inyo. Graduating na or yes, grade 10 students. If you're grade 10 students and these TLE contact center services under ng ICT ay para sa grade 10 students. So I'm expecting na ang ating mga manonood dito ay mga magulang, estudyante, at guro ng grade 10 students ng TLE. At congratulations sa inyo na magtatapos, nakaraos ng isang taon na sa kabila ng ating pinagdaraanan na kaya nating itawid ang ating na ituloy natin, di ba? Sama-sama tayo dito. Ayan, so Fel Priscilla's parent from Bogo Central School, Region 3. Hello po. Hi po. Salamat po sa pagtunin. Ayan, from Cebu City. Ayan, makasulti ako jutay og Cebuano kay nagpuyo ko dito sa Visayas. Sadto. Ayan, kaya malapit po sa puso ko ang mga taga Cebu. And so maraming salamat po sa pag-tuning in. Ayan. If you want your kids para maging magkaroon sila ng it can be their career track sa buong buhay nila kung gusto nila mag-call center, but it could be their stepping stone to get what they want. Kasi karamihan sa mga call center agents na nakilala ko, they are working students. Nagtatrabaho sila sa gabi and then nag-aaral sila sa araw. And through the BPO industry, they were able to reach their dreams, their fullest potential. At the same time, they obtain skills that are essential for their career right now. So whatever career your children are aiming, ito po ay makakatulong sa kanila. Kasi dito, pag-aaralan natin paano maging proficient sa English, paano mag-handle ng customer, paano mag-communicate, especially kapag galit yung kausap mo. So, at the same time, it will help improve the patience of your child, your children, kung marami kayong anak na nakatutok dito sa ETUlay session. And pwede rin yung emotional aspect kasi hahaba yung pasensya nila. Isa yun sa dinidevelop natin dito sa contact center. Wow, thank you so much, Direct Madge, ang ating pinaka-principal dito sa ETUlay. He's able to help me access my PowerPoint presentation that I uploaded on our Google Drive. It so happened that I have an activity here in our school that I need to attend to. And for that reason, I wasn't able to bring all of my equipment sa bahay. I thought there will be things or equipment na magagamit ko dito, but unfortunately, I need to settle for my cell phone and use my mobile internet connection, and hopefully this will hold up until we finish this session. So kung hindi man natin matapos, gusto ko lang po magpaalala, unahin ko na po yung aking reminders. This ETUlay session from the third quarter until now, so we weren't able to discuss the first quarter and the second quarter where our students should learn, or kung estudyante po kayo o kung magulang, hindi pong mga anak, dapat matutunan nila how to communicate effectively in English. Yun po ay first and second quarter. And at the same time, some of the entrepreneurial side of the BPO industry, dun din po na-discuss. So wala pa po siya. In the upcoming school year, dun po siya ma-discuss yung first and second quarter. With that said po, all I can guarantee to you is that if you go back to the third quarter and to the fourth quarter of the ETUlay session for contact center services, pwede nyo pong pag-aralan po ulit ng inyong mga anak yung ating mga episodes. And at the same time, they can access or rewatch our DepEd TV episodes for TLE contact center services. Sa DepEd TV po, meron po tayo niyan. Kung meron po kayong Signal, may subscription kayo sa Signal o kaya sa ating local TV channel, IBC 13. Hindi ko po alam kung ano pong channel sa Visayas or sa Mindanao. Pero sa GMA Affordabox po, meron din po tayong DepEd TV. Pwede rin po nating ma-access doon yung ating mga TV episodes. Para po tuloy-tuloy din po yung pagkatuto at hindi lang po ma-focus sa mga mobile games and other unworthy stuff yung ating mga anak. So kailangan mas focus sila in developing themselves to be better for the better world, of course, and at the same time for the better life in the future. So diretso po tayo sa ating discussion. So today, ICT Contact Center Services for grade 10. Ang ating pong topic ay tungkol sa acknowledging and providing appropriate responses. So yung next slide po natin, I just wanna give you a bit of recap that last week we talked about the 5 reasons why customers complain. So 5 dahilan, bakit po ba nagrereklamo yung mga customer? And tayo, in one way or another, naging customer tayo. Tayo, mga customer tayo. At nagrereklamo tayo product o kaya sa service provider natin kapag yung unang dahilan, meron silang ipinangakong serbisyo pero hindi natupad. O kaya the product promises something that isn't included in the product. Diba? Kapag halimbawa sinabi, mobile phone na binili natin online that it has a Sony IMX sensor o yan, nag-plug na si sir. Anyway, yun yung mga familiar ko. May maganda siyang sensor, meron siyang high definition, clear camera, pero pagtanggap natin, yung cellphone na natanggap natin is ang pangit ng camera. Diba? So, magre-reklamo tayo pagka ganun. So, parang hindi na-meet yung ating experience. Diba? Pangalawa, yung poor customer service. And whenever I browse doon sa dito, sa mga online shop, yeah, we all of us, I do believe that all of us experience shopping online, di ba? Pag nagba-browse tayo doon, isa sa tinitingnan nila doon sa mga feedback nila, whether the package is well presented, kapag maganda ang pagkaka-package na dumating sa iyong bahay, magaganda, mga 5 stars yung iniwan. Pero pag medyo bastos yung delivery boy, medyo matapang, medyo nagmamadali, di ba? Tapos, pangit pa yung packaging, di ba? Mambaba na binibigyan natin na rating doon sa online shop na binilihan natin o doon sa provider na pinagkuhanan natin. So, yun, yung poor customer service. And then, yung pangatlo na dahilan bakit nagko-complain yung mga customer is yung hidden costs or charges. So, usually ito sa mga subscription, product subscription, insurance policy, healthcare, health card, di ba? Yung mga hidden charges. Or sometimes, kapag nag-avail tayo ng insurance, they tell all the positive stuff, but they don't tell about the risk, yung mga bagay na meron doon. So, nasa atin kasi as customer to really ask the details of the things or the thing that we are going to avail. Kahit saang company. So, dapat natin talagang inaalam. Pero usually, yung mga hidden costs and charges, for example, hindi ka nakapagbayad, yung pala ang laki ng penalty. So, you'll be surprised na late ka lang ng 2 oras pero may penalty na agad yung new billing. Diba? That happens. So, yun yung isa sa mga dahilan bakit tayo nakakatanggap ng mga tawag, and that's the reason why we do have jobs here in the Philippines. Diba? May mga unsatisfied customer expectations that weren't met, and of course blessing somehow, pero may mga account din actually that's not about complaints but all about promoting services, mga pagbebenta online, telemarketing, and na hindi about sa complaints, all about providing and promoting services to your client is outsourcing sa customer service provider. So yung pang-apat, low quality products. So we talk about that when we avail a product online and it promises this kind of quality, but in reality, in fact, actually, the product isn't that good, diba? Tapos yung ikalima, unresolved processes. So tumawag ka, for example, or a customer called in for a particular issue, and the agent promises that the issue will be solved but at the end of the day, the issue is still there. So parang hindi na-gets ni agent o kaya hindi nag-follow through si agent. So yun yung 5. Not kept promises or unkept promises, poor customer service, hidden costs or charges, low quality of products, and unresolved processes, right? So paano natin yon? How would you deal with complaining customers? So part of review still, so listen carefully, pinaka-importante, listen. If you don't have that ability to listen, you wouldn't be able to understand your customer. And without understanding, you wouldn't be able to come up with a resolution that both of you would agree, both of you would be happy, you would feel accomplished with your job, and he or she would feel happy about the service or the product that you provide or the solution that you give for that person. Diba? Tapos, do not interrupt. So, part siya ng listening. I remember si Simon Sinek, isa siya sa kilalang dito, motivational speaker. It's about organizational leadership, di ba? So yun yung isa sa mga skill na dinefine niya doon ay about sa listening. Sabi niya yung mga leaders, sila yung huling nagsasalita. They give way for other people to speak their thoughts, their minds up before they speak something. So that is something that we need to possess. As a customer service representative in the future, as an agent in the future, dapat matutunan din natin to really listen, allow them to speak their thoughts before we even say what we want to say. And like last week that I told you that it's a trap for those who are tenured in the account or tenured agent because they're pretty much familiar with the process. They tend to cut their customer while speaking because they know where the conversation is gonna go. Kaya madalas sila yung nagkaka. However, magaling naman nila, nagagawa nila yun in such a way that it doesn't offend the customer. Pero sa atin, kapag bagong agent tayo, we just have to focus on listening and not interrupting our and then remain polite and respectful all the time. Galit pa yan, kahit minumura ka, kahit nilalait ng pagkatao mo, kahit na babanta na sa kumpanya mo, dapat pa rin na maging polite and respectful. So at the end of the day, yung kataga na customers are always right. Tama. Sabi ni Pierre Franco, oh hi. So, hello. Pierre Franco, where are you from? Pierre Franco. Welcome to the ETUlay session. This is contact center. Pag-aaralan natin paano maging effective contact center service agent in the future. Pierre Franco, are you ready to die? So even though you speak that way, so this is an example that I need to be polite. So yun, so dapat it does not affect you personally. Ayan, so na-block na sa Pierre Franco comment like. So yun, so we have to remain composed even at those times that there are people who would really mean you, who would really say negative things or insult you or verbally abuse you as a customer. All right. So next is never raise your voice or shout at the customer. Ayan. So ako personally, I do have an experience where my customer said that or asked me if I was shouting, and I just realized that I was really shouting because there are so much noise going around me, and I thought that parang yung pakiramdam mo ba na kapag mahina yung boses mo, hindi ka nila maririnig because of the noise around you. So just to share you, ano yung dapat mong gawin doon? Baliwalain mo yung noise. 100% ikaw lang yung naririnig ng customer mo. Hindi niya naririnig yung ingay sa paligid mo. Kahit na dikit-dikit talaga yung cubicle sa production floor, kahit dikit-dikit yan, kahit maingay yung katabi mo, hindi talaga naririnig. Kasi yung malapit lang, siguro mga 3 inch away lang yung naririnig, away from your mouth yung naririnig ng customer. So yun, so just modulate your voice, yung normal voice mo lang kapag And then i-maintain mo lang doon and just add a little bit of animation, animate your voice a bit to add up spice or emotion to system. So do not take it personally. Ayun, kapag may mga mean people, don't take it personally. Kapag may mean customer, don't take it personally. Mangyayari at mangyayari yan. My experience mo that people who would just vent out, throw threats sa'yo just to make them feel better. Yan yung parte yan ng trabaho natin as a customer service representative in the field. Okay? And then let's go, dire-diretso na natin. Make the customer feel valued. We already discussed that. Paano natin thanking the customer, making sure that they feel that they are the best part of your day. Okay? And then show empathy. You pretty much know how to do that. Suggest and offer. So dapat alam natin that we cannot command our customer. The only things that we can do are to suggest and offer. So suggestion, would it be okay if I put you on hold? So hindi mo sinabi na I'll put you on hold, you have to wait. Ang tanong mo lagi, would it be fine to put you on hold for 3 minutes or for 2 minutes? So parang nagtatanong ka, nagsasuggest ka ng mga pwedeng gawin. So you are providing or giving your customer the control over the conversation, a sense of control. But at the end of the day, you should be the person to have that control. Pero ipaparamdam mo pa rin sa kanya that he or she has an option. Ano yung pwedeng mangyari doon sa conversation. Pero ikaw pa rin yung maglilid. Pero hindi mo rin naalis sa kanya na may choice siya doon sa conversation. Okay? And then, more we have here, slow down and paraphrase, ask more questions. So, kapag kailangan mo lang i-clarify, kailangan i-paraphrase yung sinabi for your customer to feel that you understand what he or she said. Okay? And then, last few things that we discussed last week, yung paggamit ng personal pronouns, yung paggamit ng I instead of we. I told you this a lot of times before, that it's a lot easier for us to use the pronoun we rather than I, because we tells them that the entire organization or the entire fleet, the entire department is responsible for that particular issue or for that particular problem. However, our customer would like to hear the pronoun I rather than we, because they want to feel that you as an agent is personally responsible for the outcome of the conversation, for the outcome of the issue being raised, di ba? Gusto niyang maramdaman na ikaw personally ay committed doon sa ginagawa mo, not your organization. Because who's is or she's gonna follow up kapag hindi mo natapos yan? Kasi you said we. Ibig sabihin, buong organization may kasalanan kapag hindi mo nagawa yung inyong pinagkasundaan. But if you say I, ikaw mismo sa sarili mo, you feel that urgency sa sarili mo na gawin yung trabaho at maibigay yung result na gusto ni customer. Tapos, use active verbs. Okay? So, iba kasi ang dating ng passive voice. So, napag-aralan naman natin ito sa ating English subject. We do have active voice and passive voice. Active voice, ito yung I'm gonna go ahead and check your account and see what I can do. So, iba kaysa sa your account will be checked, di ba? Iba ang dating. Kapag sinabi mo na, I'm gonna go ahead and check your account instead of your account will be checked. Passive voice, there's no one responsible for the action. Active voice, you are responsible for the action. And then authenticity. So one of the trap sa customer service agent or sa call center agent is that you would rely on script for a few months, especially if you're not really that used to the process. Magre-rely ka talaga sa script. And upon reading the script, you would sound inauthentic. So parang hindi siya ganun ka-personalized. But if you got used to it, those scripts will be just guide sa'yo when you are delivering your lines doon sa customer mo, 'di ba? Kailangan i-personalize mo rin yung script. Make sure you use contraction kasi usually kapag hindi nakasulat sa contracted form, yung mga words, it sounds like you're reading. So make sure if you're reading the script, make sure you use contraction, add animate or animate your voice, and make sure na huwag mo ipahalata na binabasa mo lang yung sinasabi mo sa customer. And then positive language, ayan. So hindi natin maiiwasan, there are things that we really couldn't provide to our customer. So kapag hindi natin ma-provide, automatically that is a negative statement. Pero we have to make sure, kahit negative yan, we add something positive. So paano mo ba gagawing positive yung isang negative statement? Huwag mo siyang tapusin sa negative note. Dagdagan mo siya ng something that you could add up na positive yung note. For example, hindi mo naunawaan yung sinabi niya. Instead of saying, I don't understand what you're talking about, ang sasabihin mo is that, ano ba? Ang sasabihin mo sa customer mo is that, if I understand it well, or if I understand it clearly, tapos i-paraphrase mo yung sinasabi niya. So, instead of sabihin mong hindi mo naunawaan, sabihin mo yung kaunting bagay na naunawaan mo dun sa conversation and allow your customer to say again what he or she was saying sa'yo kapag hindi mo naunawaan. So, gawan mo ng paraan na hindi mo iwanan sa negative. Okay? Gawin mo pa rin positive yung sinasabi kahit na negative siya. And then progressive verb. So yun, usually kasi, kahit naman hindi progressive, halimbawa, the order is on the process, pero waiting yung order niya. Diba? Hindi siya totally pina-process. Instead of your order is now, we are, parang, usually kasi mas madali talaga na sabihin mo, we are processing your order, even though nakastuck siya doon. We're currently processing your order. Instead of your order is on the process. Okay? Kaysa sabihin mo yun. Pwede mo rin sabihin, your order is being processed. So yung being is a progressive verb, and it tells your customer that you are currently involved, you are currently doing something to advance that particular product or service that your customer is waiting or asking from your company. All right? So, our new lesson for this week, ito mabilis lang naman ito kasi parang karagdagan lang ito last week. So, it's about acknowledging and providing appropriate response. So, yung objective lang natin at the end of this conversation or this session is that you're going to be able to turn negative statement into positive statement. So, yun lang. Magawa mo lang na positive statement yung negative statement. So I will give you questions that is actually located or that can be found in the learning module provided by the SDO Pasig City. Ayan. So yung learning module na yun, nandun din naman yung mga activities na ginagamit ko dito sa ETUlay session natin to make sure that we are aligned with what is being discussed sa ating mga classroom. But I'm pretty much sure that you already gone through this. But if you really want to have a bit of review of what had been discussed or tackled in your classroom, isang magandang opportunity. Ito ulit to practice your skills if you already learned that. Okay? So, try natin dito yung ating acknowledging and providing appropriate response, yung ating pre-test. Ayan, so let's wait for direct match sa pre-test natin, yung expectation, we're through with the expectation, turning positive or negative statement into positive. Ayan, dito. So, let's see. Tingnan natin. So, abangan ko yung comment nyo if you do have some answers. So, madali lang naman ito. You know the drill. Like if it's a correct statement and dislike if it's incorrect statement. Ayan. So, number 1, the double A's in customer service are acknowledge and abandon. Tama ba? Yung double A ba sa customer service is acknowledge and abandon. Okay? Like or dislike. Let's see sa ating comment section below kung kayo ba ay magla-like or magdi-dislike doon. Yung double A ba sa customer service is acknowledge and abandon. Okay? Yan. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to provide your response. 10, 9, 8, 7. So while waiting, shout out sa mga taga Cebu City. Shout out sa inyo. Shout out din sa mga taga Davao City. Good afternoon daw sa Richel Dino Armamento from Davao City. Watching from Soledad R. Duterte, National High School, Davao City Division. Yan, kumusta po kayo dyan? And saying hi as well to Ronilo Celada, watching from Davao de Oro. Wow, we are reaching Davao na ngayon, no? So last week parang somewhere in Visayas pa lang, or first time kaya nagkaroon ng viewers from Davao. Good afternoon daw from Ma'am Telma Cadiz Bataluna Nanali. Good afternoon po. Ayan. So yung answer sa ating number 1 question is that it's a dislike. Okay, dislike siya. Kasi yung double A, di-discuss natin ano ba yung double A. Basta hindi siya abandon. Okay? Acknowledge siya, pero yung kapartner niya is hindi abandon. Yung number 2, we can be used as personal recognition. Tama ba? So part ito ng discussion natin kanina, yung part ng review and discussion natin last week. Yung we ba na pronoun ay personal recognition. Para sa inyo, yung ba ay personal recognition? Okay? Let's wait up sa comments nila. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No one dare. No one dares to answer. Diba? Yun daw. May sagot si Fel Priscilas. No. Okay. Thank you so much. So that's a no. Okay. That's correct. It's no. Okay. Number 3. A teamwork between the agent and the caller is a must in resolving issues. Okay. Kailangan ba yung teamwork between agents and between agent and customer? Kailangan ba yun? Okay, waiting for your answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Joan Ramirez Padilla Balsote, I think she answered yung number 2. Sabi niya no. Sabi ni Ma'am Fel Priscilas, I'm not quite sure if she is a teacher, but I guess she is a teacher. Sabi ni Ma'am Fel Priscilas, absolutely yes daw. Kailangan yun. It's not just it's not the solution wouldn't be coming from the agent or from the agent alone. It should be agreed by both the agent and the customer. Dapat teamwork sila. And yun yung dahilan din, that's why we need to keep our customer updated when it comes to the going, okay, yung tinatakbo, how the solution is being ran. There's tama ba yung sinabi ko? The going of the solution. So dapat sabi ni Joan Ramirez Padilla Balsote, it's a yes. Yes, that's a yes. Right? Okay, number 4. Negative scripting is designing and formulating a script so as not to upset the customer. Okay, tama ba yun? Negative scripting is designing and formulating a script so as not to upset the customer. Okay? Yun ba? Yung bang para hindi magalit ang ating customer, ang tawag ba doon ay negative scripting? Or it's called something else. Okay? Right, so right now we are discussing actually dito sa labas kasi nakakonect tayo ng internet sa office ng ating principal. Thank you so much, Ma'am Nori, for giving me your password para makakonect po sa Wi-Fi So at the same time, nakabukas din yung aking mobile data to make sure that if the Wi-Fi wouldn't work, may sasalo. So bukas yung aking Wi-Fi time mobile data. So ayun. So iba na yung safe. Better safe than sorry. Di ba? Ayan. So sabi ni Joan Ramirez, Padilla Balsote. Yes, I think that's the same answer for this one. Balikan natin ang comment section. Ayan. Alright, so itong number 4 is a no. Okay, it's a no or a dislike. So positive script writing, yung tinatawag na ito yung ginagawa natin not to not upset our customer. So dapat positive script writing if it's a yes, but it's a no. Kaya it's a dislike. Number 5, agent should make sure that customer is not left isolated in the problem-solving process. Tama ba yan? Dapat hindi, wag mong iwanan sa ere. Tama bang wag iwanan sa ere ang customer? So, I think this is pretty basic, no? Dapat naman kahit sino naman ayaw na iwanan yung isa na after kang paasahin, pero iwanan ka din pala, di ba? So mahirap yun. Pinaasa mo lang yung customer na susolusyonan mo yung problema, but at the end of the day, wala pa nang mangyayari doon sa pinag-usapan mo, di ba? So that's the reason why agents should make sure that the customer is not left isolated in the problem-solving process. Of course, you're gonna have to ask suggestions sa customer mo if your idea or your suggestion is amenable sa kanya, or kung merong iba siyang option, and then you'll see if that option is in line with the customer service policy or the company policies. Yan. Thanks for teaching, sir. Thank you so much po sa pag-tune in, pag-support po mula po. Na-appreciate po namin. I really enjoy this. I couldn't skip Friday without doing ETUlay tutorial. Ang sarap, parang na-expose ka sa world, sa buong Pilipinas. Yun po yung reward sa amin. Yun nga po, kahit medyo malayo dito sa school, I'm from Ternate, Cavite. Kung i-Google map niyo po yan, Ternate, Cavite to Noveleta National High School. But I need to attend to some of my responsibility rin po sa para namin. And usually, ang ETUlay session namin po kasi, ako po personally ginagawa ko po siya sa bahay kasi may LAN cable na i-connect ko sa laptop, mas stable yung internet, tapos meron po akong desktop PC na gagamit ko. So today we're just using mobile phone. Pero nakakaraos pa rin naman po tayo. And thank you so much po. It's really hard to me. And that's the reason why I fall in love dito sa programa na ito. Okay. So yung double A's, discussion na tayo po. We have 3 minutes to go. Pero we can extend a little bit, like 2 to 3 minutes pa. So yung double A's, ang ibig sabihin niya is acknowledge and apologize. So, yun. Usually naman yan. Pero don't overdo it. Yung acknowledge and apologize. Sa kada sinasabi ni customer, nag-apologize ka. So dapat, sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral ngayon, dapat yung pag-acknowledge and pag-apologize natin is appropriate. Okay? So, acknowledging a person's complaints means accepting his or her anger, frustrations, and rants. So, i-validate mo na okay lang, okay, I understand why you are angry because other customers were angry as well. Or this is not the first time that we experience customer getting frustrated about this. Something like that. It's okay. It's not backbiting or saying negative things about your company. You tell what's happening. The more you are honest, the more you're actually representing your company. So if you are honest, that means the company's one of the virtue or one of the values of the company is honesty, because honest yung mga agent nila. So you have to be honest kahit na ikasisira somehow or negative yung dating sa company pag sinabi mo na yes, I understand your concern, ma'am, or I understand what you are feeling right now because I've seen this happening with a lot of our customers. So something like that. That validation is actually a lot of help already sa feeling nila. Mapapacify mo sila, and at the same time ma-diffuse mo yung anger nila And after you are able to diffuse that failure, mas magagawa mo ng ma-work around yung kanyang problema, mag-come up with a solution. Ayan, Machi Stenbar, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. And Mr. Voice Educator.ph, great day, Sir RJ. Thank you, Sir Tony. Ayan, salamat sa panonood. Okay. Ayan, so example ng acknowledge and apologize. I'm sorry you are having this problem. Let's see if there is anything that we can do to help the situation. Okay, so you apologize. Again, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me see what I can do to help you. Next, ito yung guidelines naman. Paano natin gagawin yung pag-acknowledge or yung paano natin or guidelines to be able to use acknowledging statements. Yung una, start with personal recognition. Yan. So nakikita natin, it's a recurring pattern. Your service should be personalized to you and personalized to your customer. There's no such thing as one size fits all in customer service. Diba? Alam natin yan. Walang one size fits all. Medyo similar, pwede. Maybe similar of the brand, similar of the shape, pero hindi similar ng size. Kasi iba't iba yung customer. Okay? There's no such thing as one size fits all. That's the reason why you have to personalize your recognition. Personal recognition means you use the pronoun I. Next thing, finish the concept of teamwork. So personalize your recognition. I am sorry to hear that, or I understand why you're feeling that way. Diba? You personalize your recognition and then finish it with a teamwork. But I believe we could work around that, or we could find solution so that you will feel better about our service, diba? So use I and then we for the solution process, dun sa resolution. Okay? And then turn the negatives into positive. So kapag negative talaga, you really, for example, you could not provide the refund, or you cannot give the refund rather sa yung customer, at hindi talaga pwede sa company policy, you cannot say, para gawing positive siya, sasabihin mo na lang na, okay, i-refund po namin. Hindi. Or, okay, we will refund that kahit na against sa policy, because that wouldn't happen. Parang nangako ka lang hindi natutupad. So kung negative talaga yung hinihingi niya, negative talaga yung sasabihin mo. Pero paano mo siya gagawing positive? Yung you cannot provide the refund. So to be able to make that positive, wag mo siyang tatapusin doon. Sa hindi ka makapag-provide ng refund, make sure that you add something positive up. So parang i-balance mo, negative times positive, tama ba? Or negative times positive. Hindi, bahala ng math. Pero pagka i-neutralize mo siya by saying yung negative, neutralize mo yung negative by saying positive. Okay? Para hindi magalit yung customer. For example, hanap ka ng positive doon sa policy. Say, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-refund, pero under pa naman siya ng warranty. So, pwede mo sabihin, we are sorry that we couldn't refund your payment. However, the product that you avail is still under warranty. And I believe we could provide repair for that. So, may sinabi kang positive. Hindi mo na ma-refund, pero sinabi mo pa rin siya in a positive manner kasi neutralize mo siya by saying positive statement. Huwag mo siyang tatapusin ng negative. Yun yung key. And then demonstrate a sense of action. Ito madalas, parang paulit-ulit lang naman itong discussion natin. No? Parang similar yung tema talaga sa customer service. No? So, lagi mong ipaparamdam na willing ka to work on dun sa problema niya. There are certain steps that you would do. I-discuss mo yung steps na pagdadaanan mo, and then bago mag-come up dun sa in-expect niya. Para alam niya rin yung process mo at hindi ka niya tawagan ng tawagan. Kasi sabihin mo, I'm gonna give you a call back after 3 hours because here are the things, because I'm going to follow up your insurance information from your insurance company, and I'm gonna need to get a new prescription with diagnosis, and after that, I'm gonna give you a call back after 3 hours. So parang ganun. So sinabi mo yung gagawin mo, tapos meron kang action na na ipinangako at a certain hour or a certain time na babalikan mo siya. So parang hindi mo siya iniwan sa area, hindi siya isolated, naghihintay siya. At mag-expect siya, tatabi na siya sa telepono niya, sa cellphone niya after 3 hours. So kailangan din tuparin mo kung ano yung sinabi mo kasi mas ikatagalan mo ng student. And then yung last, be authentic. Okay? Parehas din last week, be authentic. Mahirap maging authentic kapag may binabasa. Ever, make sure that you do not read it talaga. Internalize the principle and the message of your speech. Rephrase it, paraphrase it, but make sure nandun yung element, nandun yung spirit, nandun yung meaning na kailangan mong sabihin to make sure that you sound authentic. Okay, for our quiz. Okay? Ayan. So sa mga may learning module from the SDO Pasig, pwede mo itong buksan sa inyong learning module. It's module 9. Module number 9, SDO Pasig learning module for contact center services for grade 10. At nandun na rin naman yung sagot, yung Tito corrections. So ito yung mga negative statements and pwede mo siyang screenshot and kung wala kang learning module para sa ito, screenshot mo siya and then try to make it a positive statement. So magbibigay ako sa inyo ng clue. Ulit, kapag negative siya, hindi mo pwedeng baguhin yung statement. Negative siya eh. Pero pwede mo siyang dagdagan ng something positive. Okay? Para hindi mo siya iwanan doon sa negative note. Alright? So, yon. Merong 5. Yung una, I'm afraid that isn't included in your policy. Okay? Ang clue dyan, kung hindi man siya included sa policy, it's actually an opportunity to offer a policy that might include that. Okay, pangalawa, I'm sorry, but that item is out of stock and won't be available for 4 weeks. Ayan, so out of stock. Paano mo siya sasabihin? Hindi siya available for 4 weeks. Okay, pwede mong sabihin na you would set up an order. Okay, you could set up a pre-order so that the product is available after 4 weeks. So instead of saying that the product is out of stock, you could say that the product yun, parang nilagyan mo agad ng active or action, ang tawag dito, active verbs talaga or active yung statement mo kasi may gagawin ka. Even though the product is out of stock right now, what I can do for you is to set up a pre-order so that it will be available after 4 weeks. And I'm going to give you a call when it's available so that you'll be notified if you are going to make the full payment or pay it via, sabihin mo kung saan na niya babayaran. Okay? Para aware din siya ng mga actions na kayo. Okay? So I'm sorry that the item hasn't yet been delivered. You'll have to wait for it to arrive. So negative naman yun, no? Kailangan mo maghintay bago ito dumating. So instead na sabihin mo yan, pwede mo sabihin, I'm going to check on the courier. I'm going to check the delivery department and see how can I arrange the delivery of it for you. So, pwede mo sabihin yun. Paano mo i-arrange yung delivery sa kanya. So, yun. Basta lalagyan mo lang ng something that you could do for them. Kahit na negative yung statement talaga. Next, I'm sorry but I can't give you a refund. Yun, nabigay ko na example kanina. So, kung hindi ka man makapagbigay ng refund, look for something positive that you could provide. Hindi ka man makapagbigay ng refund, pwede mo namang i-repair or pwede mo namang palitan. Diba? Hindi mo man ma-refund, pero pwede namang i-repair at pwedeng, okay? I don't understand. Instead of saying, I don't understand, pwede mo sabihin, I want to know if I understand it correctly. Did you say? Ganon. Or did you mean? Ganon. So, sasabihin mo, ipa-paraphrase mo yung sinabi niya. Yung kahit konti lang na unawaan mo. Kaysa sabihin mo na I don't understand it. Because that's going to be frustrating to your customer. Okay? So, I think that's going to be it. Screenshot that slide and make sure you make it positive by adding something positive on it. Hindi lang that, huwag mong iwanan dyan. And I think if it's possible, we're still going to have a discussion this summer. Depende sa magiging flow ng ETUlay, but I'm sure that I love to be in the ETUlay session in the coming school year para ma-discuss natin yung first and second quarter ng contact center services. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Stick around. Don't go anywhere kasi meron pang mga ETUlay tutors coming your way. So once again, I'm Tutor T and thank you so much for tuning in. See you again po.
Good day, this is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for Education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto, huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.